Alright, starting this video late, like usual. Already taking this apart. To get to this point, use a nice little right angle pick. And this is one of the C-clips that sits right in there. So you'll pop that out. And then you want to flip all this over, kind of like how it's sitting here. And then I use a 1/2 inch extension, something similar size. Place that down the middle here, because this sits like that. Put that down the middle and very lightly hammer it, and it will all plop apart like so. All right, bear with me here. I also forgot my tripod phone mount. Anyway, this is trash. This is also trash. And now the fun part. So there's going to be an O-ring down here. That is trash. Also, heads up, when you split this open, this viscous oil stuff, it smells so bad. It smells like a moldy salad or something gross like that. So now the main housing is pretty much good to go. Obviously you need to clean all that, but you can set that aside for now. So now on to this. The viscous stuff is also like super ooey gooey, so plan on cleaning all your tools right after. So there's an O-ring here. Pop that off. These O-rings seal this unit, so no gear oil can get to it when it's like actually inside your transmission. So those need to leave. And then you get to disassemble this garbage. I shove a pick in here and just slowly work it free. It's really not okay. So the main ring is now free, which means we can shove our pick down in between the clutch packs here. Hopefully, and just slide the whole stack off. Hopefully this is all relatively in frame. Using a chunk of intercooler piping to hold my phone. Whoop, well, that works. So you've now separated the inner spline from the faceplate. Now push this out of the center. Clutch packs, garbage. So you're left with that guy. Grab some paper towels because this is getting really nasty. And inside here, you'll find another O-ring. I have done these diffs before in like the early days when I was learning this stuff. I've left the O-rings in. It just makes welding them not really fun because you burn them off. So don't recommend that. This piece, now that you've pulled the O-ring out and there's no clutch pack on it, that is good to go. You set that with your main housing because you'll need that in a sec. Put that aside. Oh, this end cap piece, whatever, clutch pack holder, garbage. So if you see here, underneath all the burnt viscous fluid, this stuff's usually gray if it's in good shape. If you pull them apart and it's black, it's been through a lot. See the copper, I don't really know what to call that, thrust plate. Stuff's so sticky. You want to pop that out one way or another. Come on, guy. Oh, there we go. So pull this disc and add that to your trash pile. And now the base plate is good to be cleaned and prepped for welding. Pretty cool. One thing to note when cleaning these, so this fluid is, I believe, silicone based. So solvents and cleaners don't really touch it. You have to physically remove as much as you can. Otherwise, you're just going to end up wasting a bunch of brake clean, only to have it push it off, not dilute it and break it down. All right, so this is, I call it okay enough. I'll probably give it another quick spray down. The viscous crap gets pushed in through these little inserts that Subaru used, I guess, and then locked in with a ball bearing. So that will hold a lot of leftover shmoo. When welding, it will bubble out. It's really hard to get that completely clean, so you can also just preheat, cook it out, spray it, preheat, cook it out, spray it before welding. That's what I recommend. And then it will always sit in this groove, but you can get to that one later. I'll show you the steps. So just more things, more cautions. All right, so clean enough to show the example. So you take this piece and this back plate. You want to heat them up, obviously, make them really clean. And you want to weld this guy to this. The trick is you need to make sure they're true and doesn't warp at all. And obviously you need to make sure your weld penetrates good enough. A little tricky for people that haven't welded a whole lot. Don't weld this side. I did once just to see what happened because I thought, yeah, give it a shot. Along with welding the inside, but it got in the way and I had to grind it all back out. That sucked. So yeah, weld that to that. And then, as you'll see soon, once these are one piece, you will weld this unit into here. A mistake I've made prior to, when I was talking about that O-ring in here, one, you should probably take it out. Two, lots of crap gets caught behind this and will come out as you're welding. It's a little difficult to see. It's not too bad in there. I mean, it's still shiny and oily. But like if I grab my pick, you'll see all that crud. So it's annoying. Cleaning this sucks. It takes some time. So be patient. It's not the end of the world. Definitely, gets you a better outcome if you take the time to do this. So, and who wants to do this job twice? It kind of sucks. So usually when you're at this stage, currently I'm heating up those two other pieces to weld. I do the cleanup. And your gloves are going to be absolutely garbage. So at this point, I kind of try and minimize the stink. If I can do this. Oh no, it ripped. There we go. Ta-da, garbage. Very nice. So very warm. I usually put them lightly in a bench vise. Again, you want to keep it true and flat to each other. So that'll do. Hopefully we can get this in frame without this pipe falling. So there it is. I'm not a professional welder. No one taught me how to weld. I just kept learning and looked at what's good and what's bad. But I'd say that's definitely adequate. So that's now got to cool down because it's probably a bajillion degrees. So next we'll get on to cleaning the housing part. All right, so that's clean. Welding surfaces are clean, about as clean as you can get. This stuff is awful to try and get off. So now you take your, once this cools down, clean the crap out of there, which I totally forgot. Whoops. Now that it's been all cooked and burnt, should be pretty easy. Remember, welding is all about the prep. And I'm lazy with my prep usually. And that looks pretty solid. Oh, a little bit there. Sorry, it's out of focus. I was not intending to be cleaning this right now. All right, so anyway. That into there. This is where the fun part begins. So that may look nice and flush, and they are solid. However, things move a lot when you weld. I don't remember if this opens far enough for this. Nope. All right. C-clamp it is. Okay, try and put this back together. That'll do. Good enough for the initial tack. Yeah.